Hamilton's Comedy Store tonight. We have a terrific show tonight. Before I introduce our next guest, our first guest, I'm really looking forward to talking with him. As you regular viewers know, the writers subject me to this humiliation before the first interview. And I'm to read you something like it's a commercial. But I promise you, on my word, as an Anglo-Norman, I have not read this yet. And I'll be sorry I did in about 30 seconds. Let's do it. Let me hide as much as myself as I can. Yo. Sup, my hoes and homies across the globe. It's your boy, Argustus. And I have some fire news I'm about to drop on you chicken heads. As you all know, you can now mask the taste of feet when you be sucking on your bitch's toes.
Wow.
With my beefy goop cream.
Oh.
But did y'all know that you can now mask the stank too? That right. Now when you're licking all those little toes, you don't have to smell that stanky stank. With my easy 3-step procedure, you won't have to smell a single toe when you're getting them all soaking wet with your mouth slime. First, you have to come down to my basement and remove all your clothes, and I can get a good, clean look at your smell glands.
Oh.
This helps with the cross-contamination of smells. Then I make a large incision in your nasal cavities with my poop knife. It's the knife I use to cut my poop into smaller pieces so my toilet will flush easier. I've just been evicted from my fraternity after 15 years. Last, I insert my feet smellerizers into the open wounds. This eliminates any smell of feet or toes you come in contact with. And that's it, suckers. 3 easy steps, and you're sucking toes like Fat Joe. This ad has been paid for by Bacardi. All right. Okay. I am so looking forward to talking to you. Next guy coming to the stage, I want to make sure I got his credits right. This funny young man, he does a monthly show at the Improv down on Melrose with the great Shantae Wayans, and you can see him headlining Crazy Rich Wines show. And you'll also be at the Las Vegas Laugh Factory, a great room. Harry Basil from the Comedy Store runs that. You give him our love, will you?
Yeah.
From September 16th to 22nd. Give it up for Aidan Park, ladies and gentlemen. Nice to have you here, Aidan.
Thank you.
You know, I heard we have something in common. We both write columns. Well, what's yours about?
Oh, I give advice.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
real nosy. And I love telling people what to do. You know what I mean? I know you. Yeah. And I talked to him. I'm sorry. I also know that guy. I talked to him in the bathroom. I was like, "Nice shoes, man." So.
Did he go for it?
No. I'm kidding. No homo, man. No, but I like telling people what to do.
Yeah.
And actually, I trained in a lot of self-development courses.
Oh, like you're into empowering people.
Yeah, like NLP, neuro-linguistic programming. I'm super into that, and the landmark, I got super into that, and so I like that end of it.
Yeah.
And so I like helping people with comedy.
Do you help make them more enthusiastic?
Well, I think my laugh does that right now.
No, but I mean, in what way do you empower people?
They ask questions, they have problems. So my boyfriend broke up with me and I didn't want to break up, so what do I do?
And what do you tell them?
What I say is, okay, so I always have the same answer for that. I say, hey man, or sister or whatever. Nowadays it can be anybody. So, hey, so you definitely want to be on the top of your list of your desired partner should be somebody who really wants you and is passionate about you. If he broke up with you, he disqualifies because he's not matching that #1 item on your list. Therefore, he's not what you want, and so it gives you a freedom to move on and find what you really want. That's what I say.
Oh, wait. Suppose you want to conquer someone who doesn't want you.
Well, then you've got a problem.
Not if I win.
Oh, it can only go for so long. You know?
Yeah, well, that's
ropes
true.
and ropes and chains only last so long.
Well, that's the beauty of it. It only lasts so long. And you move on to the next one that doesn't want you.
Straight people, you know, they have a whole different set of rules.
It is. It's fun. I call it the conga line of rejection. That's how we work it. Yeah.
Straight guys have to work so hard to get laid.
I've said this before, but my uncle Wayne once told me, if you'll just listen to any woman for 3 straight hours, she'll go to bed with you.
Is that true, ladies? Nobody's answering. Is this like, wait, am I allowed to talk to them?
They're angry because I just released a secret.
There's a sly woman in the back going,
Well, so what do you like to talk about on stage?
What do I like to talk about on stage? I mean, really anything. I like talking like day-to-day stuff. Just whatever I'm enthusiastic about.
What are you enthusiastic about today?
What am I enthusiastic about today? Oh, reality television.
Okay.
I love reality TV.
What's your
It's
favorite?
Tuesday. Dance Moms is on today. Yeah. My favorite thing to ever happen was I went to the San Diego County Fair to play the San Diego County Fair, and there was this like middle school dance team on stage, and there were 2 kinds of dancers. Like one kind of dancer was super excited to be there, and the other one was clearly put there by their parents, and they were like passive aggressively dancing with less energy like than even was possible, so they just go up on stage and just look at their mothers and shake their ass. And then like there were angry moms, like this one girl screwed up in the first row, and one of the moms would like just looked and was like, oh. And I was like, I know that her daughter was placed in the second row, and she's thinking Melanie would not have messed up that move. She should have been in the front. You know, I love the dynamics of Dance Moms. It makes me really happy.
Well, I hope social services isn't there when they catch you shaking her ass at her mom. Well, so let's say you go up on the improv with Shantae Wayans this week. What subject do you talk about in your act?
You know what? I have to mention that I'm gay at the beginning.
Yeah.
I do. Because it's weird. If I don't say it directly, people look at me like, oh my God, I hope he knows.
What did you say you are?
Like, if I don't say it, they're like, oh my God, I hope he knows, right?
Did you say that you're deaf?
What? Right? I have a joke about that too. I'm like, you know what? You're blind and deaf. If you don't know that I'm gay, I'm like, even
gay.
I see. I feel you know?
Of course.
But I think it's because like I'm like pretty built. I work out. And I know. It's only for aesthetics. My pretty girlfriends are like, hey, help me move this. I'm like, honey, use what your mama gave you and ask that guy. You know what I mean? But I could be like a basketball player, except I can't bounce. I can bounce balls this way. I'm sorry, are you with him? Are you having me? He's not having any of it. He's like, I don't know.
So, what are some of your other reality show favorites?
I'm so okay. Like, don't get mad at me. I was obsessed with The Apprentice and Celebrity Apprentice and all of that because my goal is to get famous enough to get on one of those like stab each other in the backs for charity shows. I could say stuff like, "Bitch, I will cut you in the name of St. Jude's Children's Hospital." Really happy.
And did you ever watch like the Kardashians? Was that ever one of your things?
Not really. Yeah. I don't like I'm very Korean, so I don't like non-competition shows. I like everybody's like tense, like we need to do something. They're just like, cool, you know, like my husband, you know. It's like,
So what do you plan on performing? Where do you plan on going with your career? What do you want to do? You want to act? You want to do stand-up? You want to host? What do you want to do?
You know, I like the whole giving advice thing. I really do.
That's a good niche.
Yeah, I love it. And like I'm funny when I give, you know, and I care about these people. Yeah. So like I end up like so I give advice every day on Instagram, like, oh, I broke up with my boyfriend, or I want to do this with my career, blah, blah, blah. And I end up answering all of my Instagram DMs. So like I get messages from like 16-year-olds from like Tennessee who are like, I have a girlfriend, but I she keeps looking at this guy, and he keeps looking at her, and then she keeps looking at this guy, and I don't know, like, you know, like, they're really cute. And I like to answer all of them. So it makes me happier than anything just to be like, honey, let me tell you. You know, I like Mama Bear.
Well, are the quality of problems different around the country than they are the questions or problems you get from LA?
Yes.
Yeah. Tell me about the difference.
So I get, surprisingly.
Like, for instance, I would say, listen, Aidan, my problem is pedestrians, okay?
Tie them down like you do the
They're
women.
always, they're always in my way, okay? Especially if I'm in a hurry. And I would rather maneuver around them than stop and wait on them. What should I do?
Maneuver around them.
Okay, good. That's what I.
Yeah, it's whatever's easiest.
Yeah.
Drop the whole, like, you know what I mean? That's what I advocate. I advocate dropping the whole.
Because in this.
Oh, but they should get out of my way. Oh, you can't move them, so just drop it and move around them.
My angle is, I just say, you know, you never know in LA. You know, you wash your car one day, the next day you hit a pedestrian.
You know, hey. Yeah, and then you car wash. You get it detailed.
Yeah.
There's a lot of drug addicts who would love to detail your car. They love cleaning. You give me $20. Here you go. Like, oh man, sparkly. I've done it.
I've done it too.
Oh man.
Yeah.
We're reflecting our lives now, huh? We're like, yeah, good time.
You know, I'm thinking of the money I spent cleaning my nose.
I actually
Does anyone have a problem you'd like to ask Aidan advice for? Anybody? Anybody have a problem? Like to?
Really? Nobody wants to ask me for advice? I'm really good.
Anybody?
Nobody thinks I'm good. You're thinking of something. Really? Will you ask me something, please?
Lainey, go ahead, ask her.
Okay, you can ask on behalf of a friend, this friend. Okay, well, nobody. I always do that. I go on stage and I'm like, who wants to ask me? And nobody says yes. So I have to go into my act.
Go ahead.
I count bounce balls this way.
Okay, so we're out of time, but I want everybody to enjoy Aidan Park, and we'll see him again on this show.
Yeah,
you were fantastic.
That was fun.
That was great, buddy. Aidan Park, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you.